What's up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. And this video, I'm going to be doing a preview of Halloween Kills, which comes out next week. I cannot fucking wait. Yeah, and the next week after I see the movie, I'll do a review. I just want to talk about in this video, like what I'm expecting from the movie or what I'm looking forward to. I won't get into any spoilers that I've heard. Because unfortunately, I have heard some spoilers, and it really was my own fault that. So, but yeah. I mean, hopefully the spoilers I heard don't actually happen, or because I heard that they've been reshooting some stuff because of the spoilers, and they've actually been showing different at the different screenings. It's been like different stuff, so you don't actually know what's gonna be the final cut that gets shown in theaters. So hopefully that's true. Uh, so what's someone spoiled how it apparently how the movie ends, and if that's how it ends, and I mean in the trailer, the last trailer that they released, kind of seems to hint that it really does end that way, and I'm not gonna say what it is, but I will say I'm not too sure on that ending. I'm like, but like the way it was described to me, I'm like it leans a little bit too um too paranormal, and I was like, I understand that it because it's Michael Myers and because he's getting up from all these gunshots and stabbings and getting run over and this and that, that it that there's gonna be some aspect of paranormal to at least his character, but the paranormal aspect that was pointed that was spoiled for me at the end, I was like, that's a little bit too much. I don't want to go that far paranormal. Um, among other things, I mean, there was one aspect of it. It ends on kind of like a callback to the first one, to the original movie. Apparently, I'm not gonna say what the callback is, obviously, but I like that part of it. But I just didn't like the supernatural part, or at least the way they described it came off of supernatural. So I'm not sure if it actually will be done in a supernatural way on the screen. But I just have to wait till next week to find out. And please don't put spoilers in the comments of this video. Uh, I'm not even gonna read the comments of this video until next week after I see the movie, just in case. And I would just say, like, if you're watching this video and you don't know any spoilers, don't even read the comments, just in case, because motherfuckers be going around on people's Halloween Kills video, posting spoilers in the comments, because it's everything fucking been leaked about this movie. The script been leaked. People who've seen screenings are talking and saying shit and spoiling shit. So just don't even read the comments. I'm not reading the comments. Uh, no post if you are in the comments, say what you're looking forward to about the movie. What you think is gonna happen, what you hope happens. Obviously, no spoilers. And I'll come back next week and see what any of us got right about what we thought was gonna happen. And maybe address it when I do the review next week. But one thing I'm looking forward to, obviously, like everybody, is all the fucking kills. I think they said this is gonna be like the most kills in any Halloween movie. Uh, like just judging by the trailer, the trailer just had more kills in it than the whole fucking 2018 movie, I think. And they said that's not even scratching the surface. So apparently, it's even more kills. So looking forward to how cool the kills are, how brutal. Because this motherfucker's killing everybody. Like even in the trailer, you can tell who started, like the that couple that was dressed like the nurse and the doctor. You can pretty much tell that he kills the nurse Marion, because it's in the trailer, so it's not really a spoiler. It's in the trailer. Uh, and obviously the firefighter scene when he gets out of the house. I really wish they had put that in the trailer. I mean, I guess they don't. They probably don't. They only whenever certain stuff gets spoiled in trailers, it's mainly because they're trying to attract people who are undecided on seeing the movie. But I'm like, it's a really cool scene. I'm like, I really wish I would have like saw that for the first time in the movie at the trailer at the theater. Like it's getting to the point now. I'm kind of like, next year for Halloween ends. Maybe I watched the first trailer, but after that, don't watch nothing else. Like watch like that first teaser trailer or whatever, but actually try to avoid watching the trailer altogether. Like if it's a movie I know I want to see, like don't even watch the trailer. That might be something I start from now on. I mean, then I'll see. I'll try it. I'll honestly try not to watch anything beyond that first teaser trailer for Halloween Ends because just off the fact they showed that damn firefighter scene, I'm like, why would you show that? And even every trailer after that hasn't been that bad because they mostly use the same scenes for all the trailers, where they're like just showing kind of like different angles or a different part of the same scene, so it hasn't spoiled anything. I was just like, the firefighter scene was like a big thing, and I was like, I didn't want to see that. Like, I didn't want to see how he gets out of the fire. Like, we all kind of figured that it would most likely be something to do with the firefighters. That they would probably accidentally let him out, or they would let him out not knowing that it was Michael Myers. But I didn't want to see how it actually played out until I went and saw the movie. And this next would be, I guess, seeing how paranormal they try to go with this. We're trying to explain why Michael is the way he is. Because I thought the whole point of 2018, one of the things that they really tried to get across was that they weren't going to try to explain why he kills. And like that was the whole point of, that was like the deeper meaning or whatever behind Dr. Sartain and why he gets killed, because he's like this doctor who's obsessed with trying to figure out Michael and why he kills and wanting him to talk and all this, and eventually he gets his head stumped in for it. So I am curious because it almost seems like a flip to now in all these trailers they're talking about. Laurie's talking about him transcending every time he kills, he grows stronger, and um, that the mask must give him a power of some sort, and all that. And I'm like, so are they gonna try to explain and figure out why he kills or what? And if they do, what explanation are they gonna give? I think unless they're they're gonna try to figure it out, and then but then they can never really figure it out, and it's left open. Like we just never know why he kills, and he's just evil, and that's it. Because that was the original intent for his character, was for there not be an explanation, for it to just be he's evil, and that's it. And we don't need an explanation. Like we said, like the original 1978 movie was meant to be the only one. We were never like meant to get an explanation or a sibling thing, or we were just supposed to find out where the fuck he went when he just got up and left. That was just supposed to be it. That was supposed to be the cliffhanger, and that was it. So I think, and John Carpenter, that's what he wanted, because, but he's obviously, they kept making more just for the money, pretty much. So it'll be interesting to see where they go with that aspect of the movie, because it's something that's playing through the trailers. And I would say, I think that's about it. Just the supernatural thing. had the explanation. Went through. Let's see. Obviously, found which of the Strode women will die. I honestly believe it will be one of them will. The spoilers say that. Well, I'm not gonna say what the spoilers say, but regardless of what the spoilers said, I always kind of imagined that at least one of them would die. Uh, Personally, I wanted it to be Allison, but I don't know if they'll do that because I don't know. Like they seem in the trailers, they seem like really building up Allison. She's like how she's like part of leading the charge and all that. But like they were going like Jamie Lee Curtis is kind of going around acting like this is her last movie, and she might have actually said this is her last one. So if that's the truth, I would think that she would die. But why would she go around saying that this? Why would she spoil Laurie's death though? But if this is her last movie and Laurie doesn't die, what the fuck is she gonna do for Halloween ends? Like she'll be sitting in a sanitarium again or something? Like it's hard for me to imagine that Laurie doesn't die if this is her last movie. Like what like that she just wouldn't be in Halloween ends. But I don't know. Um, so you would think it would have to be either Allison or Karen. Personally, I wanted it to be Allison because I just felt like the logic just wasn't there for Allison to like survive, especially if the other two die. So I'm like, Laurie's been training for this shit for like 40 years, like up all this gun practice and stuff, survivalist shit. She raised Karen up on the shit, and and Allison is the only one out of the three of them with like no type of training or anything, but she's gonna be the one to survive. How does that make any type of sense? Like he's killing all these police and all these men and strong men, and this fucking little ass 16, 17-year-old girl, high school girl with no type of training or anything is the one who's gonna beat him. Like, don't let Michael Myers go out like that. Uh, Obviously, though, we don't know what the franchise is gonna do after Halloween ends. I mean, they're being pretty clear that they want to make more movies after Halloween ends. Whether or not we see Michael back, or how long it takes for us to see Michael back, or what's gonna be the context. Are they gonna just completely reboot? Is it gonna be? Because obviously they can't keep doing direct sequels because the character will be too old. I mean, unless you just want to say that Michael is immortal and he can't die and he can be 100 and still doing this shit. Because obviously we saw in 2018 that he's like in his 60s and he is aging. He's gray, but it doesn't seem to have any effect on his strength and killing abilities. So will they just be like he's 100 but he's immortal and he just has super strength anyway and he like will he be like frail but strong or something like will he be like a frail old man but like super strong still if they did that. So uh I guess we'll see. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you're looking forward to seeing the most in the movie. Don't put any spoilers, and I'll see you next week for the review. Deuces.